everyone, this is Zelda with Zelda Sews, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yay! I just started my channel recently because I am coming back to a love that I had years ago, and I'm so excited to be able to do this. And today is Friday. So today it is Friday Sews. This was started by I had to write this down because I'm new. It's today in Jen's sewing room, and she created this to bring the sewing community together and to be able to talk about what we're sewing and a little bit about life. So I'll start with my little bit about life. Right here, you can see over here in the corner, is my sewing table, and it the wheel broke off because I have to move it back and forth in the room because this is my sewing room right here. This is my room. It is my sewing room. It's my craft room. It's my skincare, health, beauty, everything room. And the table I have to move away so I can get to my sewing machine, and I think maybe that's what happened and it broke off in there. So I have another table coming, which is great. So I will be able to sew using my table when that arrives. But until then, I'm going to use my bed as my table to lay out stuff, and that's it. So what did I sew? I'm just getting back into sewing, and well, this top here is funny. It's the first top I ever altered. I haven't sewn. I have sewn a little bit, but let me, right here, this I made these the pleat on. I brought it in because this shirt was so big it was hanging off of my shoulders, and I love the material of it. It's just nice and drapey. It is 90% polyester, 10% spandex. And I love the way it felt. And this was a Walmart special years ago, maybe like 10 years ago. And I took the top in and just tacked it in so that it looks like that. And I have enjoyed it ever since. I just love wearing it. This is the one thing that I've never thrown out, probably because it stretched with me when I was bigger, and now it's shrinking with me that I am smaller. So, morning coffee, love, gotta have my morning coffee, afternoon coffee, evening coffee. Okay. So this week, and if you watched my last video, you'll see that I had this skirt. A little picture for it. I took this in. I took off about 2.5 to 3 inches on each side because I'll see if I can find the clip where I was stretching it. It was way too big. I ordered this off of Temu, and I ordered it from my last size last year, thinking I was still that big. It's a 2X, and I do wear 2X in some things, but my waist measurements and hip measurement went down tremendously, losing almost 60 pounds. And I'm so proud of that. I'm so proud of that. And so this was just stretched out. I could probably pull it across the screen right now. I can't because well, maybe. It has this stretchy, I don't know what this is called in here. The ruffles, or I'm not sure. I know I've seen it on like tube tops for years ago in the 70s on kids and adults. But I love the length of it because it's floor length. And I'll see if I can put a little clip here of me doing the happy dance. And I loved, I love this dress. So that is what I altered this week. What I did also worked on this week is this pattern, this muslin of the Butterick B6751. And let me take it out of the package so you don't see the glare. I'm working on this top here. And what I did was do my first full bust adjustment on the pattern to bring it from a B cup to a double D cup. And when I did that, it created a huge dart. And I put in the dart, and then I wanted to split up the dart so it wasn't so big. And I ended up doing a waist dart, but then I couldn't figure out what do I do with the rest of the material if I'm doing a waist dart when I have it to go down to my hips. So it morphed into craziness. And so let me see, let me back up. I created this mock-up. Then when I put it on, it was way too big. So what I did, I just pinned it right now, but what I'm going to do, and I think everything else came out okay. The sleeves, I ended up with more sleeve here, but I can trim that. I don't know how to adjust armhole patterns on the actual pattern to make sure it fits in here and not get too big or too small. But I want to take that apart, pin it to, mark it on the pattern, and then re-sew it with the new measurements. I mean, the taking in the sides to eventually get to a top. But the full bust adjustment worked great. It wasn't pulling in the bust area, and it was really big, and it made me feel good that I actually did something. So what's coming up next week is I'm going to alter another skirt that I had. I bought this, yeah, off of Amazon, and same thing. It's just way too big now, and I'm going to do the same thing. This is lightweight. I can do that on here, and it's like a little past my, actually like upper calf area. That's how long this is, and I like that. And this one, this is another huge weight loss when I used to be, and I stretched this out when I did wear it. I did. But because of the buttons and the pocket right here, I'm not that advanced yet to try to alter this. So what I'm going to do is find a pattern for a bag. I'm going to see if I can find a free pattern online for a bag. And I'm just going to take this material and I'm going to make a bag. So that is my week and my plans for next week. Well, I want to do that with the top, and also I want to pick out a material that's drapey, like somewhat like this. I don't know I hear the term viscose, but I don't know what that feels like or what type of material that is. So that's a goal, to find out what is that material and where can I get it. If you would recommend some places where you purchase your fabrics from, I would greatly appreciate that, because I just know Joann's, I know Hobby Lobby, and there is one craft store, but they're mainly quilt type fabrics, calico and cottons. So I want to find something that's will flow and fall on my body versus sit tent-like on my body. I don't want that. I hope you guys are having a great week. Thank you so much for welcoming me into the community. I thank you for visiting my channel. If I didn't say that in the beginning, thank you so much for coming. And if you like anything of what you saw today, would you please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing? I would greatly appreciate that. I want to do this channel to focus on my love of sewing again, and not just on subscribers, because I love meeting everybody, new people, and I want to interact with those who want to interact, or, just be a part of the community. I feel very welcomed right now, and I thank you for that. So with that said, God bless you. Happy sewing, and I will see you online. Bye.